Hello everybody on YouTube, it's your boy the Memphis XLRH back at you with the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where we're dueling with 100 different decks in 100 different days. Today everyone, we are taking a look at a blast from the past, a very simple stun deck that can do a hell of a lot of damage, King Tiger Wanghu Stun. Now we got ourselves a deck that's all about turboing out the King Tiger Wanghu and basically just letting him sit there and maul people to death, because that's what this guy does. He just destroys anything that is small. Anything small is dead to this man. And he's going to be killing some cards here at EDOPro today for everyone's enjoyment, including my own. So, we have our deck here today, as suggested by Mr. Libro October, who wanted to see King Tiger Wanghu and doing the things that King Tiger Wanghu does, and that's what we're going to do. So, let's go over the deck list real quick, and then we're going to get right into the duels. And so, for our main deck today, we got ourselves a couple copies of Artifact Scythe, 3 of the all-important King Tiger Wanghu, 3 Summoner Monk, 3 All Mirage, 3 Unmasked Dragon. We have Upstart Goblin, triple pot of Prosperity, triple pot of Duality, Call by the Grave, 3 Burden of the Mighty, 3 Storming Mirror Force, 3 Artifact Sanctum, 3 Dimension Guardian, triple Call, and triple Solemn Judgment. As for the extra deck, which isn't all that important, but we're playing 2 copies each of Masquerena, Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn, Access Code Talker, number 103 Ragnar Zero, Constellar Pleiades, 2 Black Rose Dragons, and 1 copy of Ruddy Rose Dragon for flavor. As for the side deck, we got Cosmic Cyclone if you need spell trap removal, just in case your opponent's playing Mystic Mine or something like that. And you have Forbidden Lance to just make Wanghu immune to spell traps for a turn. Granted, it costs some 800 attack, so you really need to have your burden and things like that set up to make that most effective, but it's there if you really feel like you need it. So, let's get into EDOPro now, show this deck off, show you how it works, and have ourselves a good old fun time mauling people with a tiger. Alright, here our first opponent. Another day, another card game, and you want to go first with this deck, like, literally every time. You don't want to have to go second, because that's never good with this deck. So, speaking of haha. Got McCrown. Alright, what do we have for an opening hand here? Not amazing. I'm actually going to start nice and simple with this first one. We're just going to set a couple cards and we're going to pass. Because I've got my Unmasked Dragon. He's destroyed. I get my little buddy on the board. Let's begin. Al Mirage. And Al Mirage and Wanghu, they's really good buddies. They really work well together. We're up against a plant deck. Okay, that can mean a lot of things. Alright, well, we know you're playing level 8, but we also know you're playing level 1, so let's just go 8. Why not? Okay, level 2. Big whoop. But yeah, the whole idea of this deck, get out Wanghu, and then get out Al Mirage. Or Al Mirage, then Wanghu, whichever one works. This deck is all about countering combo decks. And kind of wishing I had just started with Wanghu in the first place, but it is what it is. I can work with it once I get my little buddy. Like my buddy Kuribo here. I can just summon him out here. Yo, Memphis. Thank you. Yes, I got my... Kuribo, why you knock my crown off? How dare you? How dare you do this to me? Alright, so Kuribo's here. He's the king. And what's he just doing? Attacks Unmasked Dragon. That's fine. That's what we want him to do. This gets destroyed. I get Al Mirage to the board. And Al Mirage weakens everybody. 300 points per their rank or their level. Unfortunately, that does not work on Yasmin. But I have an out to this. I have Call by the Grave. Let me think about this. Actually, that does not work. Let me think about this. I might have to do something. Wait, no. Yes. No. Yes, no, yes. No. That doesn't work. Unfortunately, that will not work. Sadly, Lynx don't have ranks or levels. Look at this dude. He thinks he's the king. I'm about to show Kuribo who the king is. Alright, no, we're not going to do that just yet. Let's see, if I go for a synchro, but I need Wanghu. That's the thing. We're going to go ahead and discard a spell, get Wanghu out here on the board. See, once you combine these two on the board at the same time, you're pretty set. And actually, I don't need to do anything else. We are set. We have the ultimate board of our deck, because we have ourselves everything we want. He can bring out his stinky little pineapple, but it will die immediately. This guy's a rabid murderer. He just kills everything that's summoned. Well, other than flip summoned, he will just come out. Is he just going to try and bring it out again? It doesn't work. No pineapple for you. Get that shit off my pizza. Get that shit off my pizza. Actually, I'm actually kind of okay with, pineapple pizza. Not like my favorite by any means, but I'm like, if there's nothing better, I would eat pineapple pizza. Anyway, so my opponent's figured out that his combos are garbage. Of course they are. He's playing plants of all things. And once I hit him with the Storming Mirror Force, it's pretty much going to be game over right there. I'm just going to bounce all of his monster. And here's the thing. Anything he summons now, unless it's stupidly huge, well, it don't work against us. So, we are pretty set. I'm going to set D Guardian. Put Almirage in defense mode. And we're going to start poking him with a 500 defense monster. 500 defense, 500 attack. Wanghu needs no defense. He only needs offense. Because that's what he is. He's an offensive monster. And that's what he do. So you get an idea of what this deck is about. You're just trying to get out Wanghu, get out Almirage, or barring Almirage, you got, what is this? Rika Glamour. Yeah, you got Burden of the Mighty to weaken your opponent's monsters. Your opponent is not going to be able to out this too well unless they, playing modern cards or something, be like, impermanence on Wanghu or Almirage, one or the other. But what are the odds he's got that nonsense? Torrential Tribute. Alright. Well, that does suck, but I do have Call. Unfortunately, because of how Almirage works, you can't call the Almirage, because he immediately weakens everything, and then Wanghu destroys everything. So unfortunately, I can't do that, and I can't even call by the grave my own monsters. But you know what's even better than having Almirage? 2 copies of Wanghu. And that means we're just going to be able, we have double the amount of destroying my opponent's stuff now. We got double, and so long as I have Guardian, he can't destroy this one with battle or card effects. So, no torrential tributes for you, young man. And this is what we're trying to do. Just stall your... Not stall. You're trying to stun your opponent. You just let this guy, he came into the zoo. He had his family with him. He had some popcorn. He had his balloons. And then I was in front of him at the tiger exhibit, and I opened the door to the tiger exhibit, and I let Wanghu out, and Wanghu mauled his entire family while he watched. That's basically what this is. It's actually pretty fucking dark, but at the same time, it's very accurate to how this deck works. You're literally setting a tiger, a wild animal, onto the board, and he just kills everything. Combo decks don't have an out to this, unless they have Imperm or something of the like, or Kaijus, or Regeki, or Dark Hole, or Smashing Ground, or literally anything else. But he doesn't have that, therefore... He's got nothing. He's got nothing, doesn't he, Karibo? What do you think? Shut up, Karibo. You don't know what you're talking about. I know what I'm doing here. I knew. Okay, so this guy, at least he has a monster. Alright. Ooh, Pot of Duality. Come on, give me an Almirage, baby. Blessed Winds. Send plant. Gain life. Target plant, gain life. Okay, getting some life points, big whoop. I'm very tempted to get another Dimension Guardian, but I don't think I need it. I'm going to get the Pot of Prosperity. I'll do less damage, but I can get another Almirage, which I'll have to set first, but it's still something. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is why we play all these doubles, so I don't have to ever worry. Ooh, third Kyra King Wanghu. Or, just as good, Burden of the Mighty. That way everything with the level will lose power. It's just like Al Mirage, except different. So let's go ahead and beat into our opponent. I doubt it has that much defense. Nope. See, Lone Fire, normally a powerful card, does nothing to Tiger. You wouldn't think a tiger would eat a flower, but, Wanghu makes exceptions. He's basically an omnivore, despite the obvious canines. It's kind of a thing. I wonder what is the lore of this guy? Why doesn't every card in the game have lore to it? Even just a little bit of lore? Just a smidget, I'm just saying. That would be pretty cool. Alright, so this guy is pretty much done here. He had an idea for a deck. Unfortunately, he didn't open hard enough. I didn't have my opening as well as I could. Oh. Okay, he lives a turn. That's fine. This is why we have Artifact Scythe. I can just tribute summon it. That'll work just fine. But as I say, why is there not more lore in this game? Master Duel, Dynamis or dinosaurs powered by steam. Ooh, I didn't know that. But what is the story of King Tiger Wanghu? Is he just the king of a random jungle? What's 6? So he'd be 1800. What does this do? No. There's a stun deck, sir. No monsters allowed. No monsters allowed. That's my job. I'm afraid that's my job, Jimmy. I don't know who Jimmy is, but... Ooh, another burden. Sweet. Alright, well, that's going to be game right there, unless he's got battle traps, which I don't think he does. Nope, no battle traps for you, young man. So, that's the idea of this deck. Fine, I'll give you a GG. Apparently I have to give people GGs. Whatever. Regardless, that's the idea of this deck. Stun your opponent, set a tiger on them, and watch the gore shower you. Get in the splash zone. Get in the splash zone and just cover yourself in that gore. So, let's go ahead and for a couple more duels with this deck and show off more of the same. It really just does the same thing over and over, but we got some extra deck stuff. Maybe we'll dip into it. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go do it again. Isn't that right, Karibo? Isn't that right, you little shit? How dare you not come when I call you? What do you mean you won't? What do you mean I can't summon you no more? Damn interdimensional nonsense. Anyway, what is this opening hit? Ooh, not bad. I mean, I've got Wanghu. That's always good. And I have Burden of the Mighty One. Hacha. So basically, just most monsters, he summons them, they're gonna get immediately busted. We're pretty set here. All I need to do is, draw into Al Mirage and then set the darn thing. That's the one tricky thing with this deck, is that in order to get the ultimate thing, you need Al Mirage and Wanghu. But in order to do that, you need to set Wanghu first, or summon Al Mirage first. Yeah, you set Al Mirage, or you have to summon Al Mirage first in order to get them both on the board. Because Wanghu is a team killer, and he will murder his own brothers in cold blood. I see. Well, that is a little annoying. Alright. You showed me your deck, I'll show you mine. Here's my deck. It's scythe-shaped. So, he's got the scythe, but no extra deck shenanigans for you this turn. He will kill Wanghu, which is annoying, and unfortunately Snow is 50 points too big to die to Wanghu, but it is a thing. Alright, well, this is exactly why we play Call of the Haunted. Actually, I probably should have saved that. Okay, no. Okay, there's Al Mirage. I should call you Al Lumirage. Most people just remember him from the Salamangreat card. They are the same person. Don't ask what the lore is there, because Konami's never going to tell you. They don't ever tell you anything. Anyway, what is this guy doing? He's got something. He does have something. Alright, so... what do you got? We don't know. What are the odds of him banishing everything he has? Okay. That doesn't stop anything. What was that supposed to do? Was that supposed to hurt me? Because it didn't. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, we're fairly set here, depending on what this guy... I guess he's playing a banished troll deck or something. So I really need to flip Alu Mirage, or nothing good will happen. Because if he gets out Grand Maju, I'm kind of in trouble. I'm in a little bit of trouble if he manages to do that. Alright, okay, so these are all... These are the more important things. I don't have any spell trap removal, so it doesn't really matter too much. Oh, I've got one bit of that, but nothing important. So the question is, what did he set that's so important? DD Dynamite, perhaps? Some kind of combo card? Impermanence? Actually, if he had Impermanence, he probably would have played one right away. Just so he could guarantee the summoning of things. Decisions. Okay, not getting a Kaiju. Interesting. An Inspector Border. Normally a very obnoxious card, but I'm more obnoxious than any skateboarding brotherfucker. Okay, so there's another win against, I presume, an Inspector Border troll banish deck of some form. Like I said, this deck, very, very powerful going first, and, you know, yeah, his monster was decently sized, but still smaller than my Tiger. Plus, I had Alu Mirage, and that was just going to end this guy's whole career. So, let's go for one more duel today. Show off the same again. Again, this deck does much the same. It's very consistent, but very linear with this deck. So, we're going to try again. We're just going to try again and, you know, troll more people and just do what we want to do. Alright, Karibo, I'm going to give you my crown. You better be my buddy again. Got it? Okay, good. Anyway, we're in the third opponent now. We'll see how it goes. It's been going pretty good, going first all the time. Those sleeves, very sexy. And what do we have here? Very tricky. Very excessively tricky. Pot of Prosperity. 2, 3... You know, we'll see how it goes. You know, there's a lot of avenues here. I mean, I could go for Summoner Monk. Go ahead, Ashby. I dare you. Okay, so there's Al Mirage. That's cool. Solemn Judgment. That's also pretty... Wow, there's so many good things with this hand. It's pretty nutty. Pretty nutty. I think I'm just going to get the Sanctum, just in case. I'm going to go ahead and try to get Al Mirage on the board first. That's just something I would like to do. Is it 100% necessary? No, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. So, hoping that I don't get unironically hit by, what do you call, Well, doesn't that put a damper in my parade? Shoot. See, if I call him, then I just get nothing. So, I'm just going to have to kind of go for it. I'm just going to set one card, pass, keep Call by the Haunted. Call the Haunted I'll keep for later. I have a cowlick on my head. Get down, cowlick. There we go. Anyway, so he's going to trigger my Cosmic Cyclone. I don't know why he thought that would work, but it does not. So, I'm just going to be like, you know, Scythe, he's good for stun decks. He's also good if I just don't start with, like, the ultimate combo. And we're good now. You know, unless Monk dies horribly in a fire, we should be good. Okay, he does not die horribly in a fire. Perfect. And I need a damn comb or something. I need a comb. Karibo, do you have a comb? What do you mean you don't got a comb? What's the point of you? Give me that damn crown back. Give me that, man. This is mine. Okay, that'll cover up my cowlick. That's good. Alright, so let's just put this in defense mode. I guess I'll just summon Wanghu normally. You know, all I wanted to do was have me, my little furry buddy, on the board at the same time, but this guy was like, no. I'm gonna play double effect Veiler and just affect your Veils. You know, if I was a newlywed bride and I had my veil stolen, I would be upset. But thankfully, I'm not a bride because that would be weird. I swear, if I ever see any fan art of me as a bride, I will come over to your house and kick shame you like you deserve. Anyway, let's go ahead and just set some cards. We're pretty set. I mean, this guy seems to have either bricked or he's overly reliant on negating. One or the other. It could go either way. I mean, he's used both of his effect veilers. He might have a third at this rate, but who knows? As it stands, I got Solemn Judgment. I've got Call of the Haunted. This doesn't do anything. As soon as I get a spell, this would do something if Wanghu wasn't already on the board. We will see. We'll see. It's pretty much just going to be a case of use Wanghu to beat over monster. I don't see my opponent getting around this because he seems to, like I said, on the gate. See, triple effect veiler. What were you even trying to do? You know, I know what I'm doing. You know, when you're making a deck, you have to have an idea. You got to be like, what do I want my deck to do? You should only have one or two avenues to go. You know, two or three. Let's say 2 or 3 things you want your deck to do. You either go for the beatdown, you go for the burn, you go for the whatever. What do you do to get there? And my deck is super consistent enough to just go for Wanghu and lock out babies who just need those combos. No combos for you. I'm turtling in the corner. No combos. I'm just going to kick you in the knees. So, there's third duel. I'm just going to go ahead and call that third duel. You know, like I said, this is how this deck is going to go 99% of the time. You know, whenever you're going good, this is what the deck does. And so, there's nothing really else to show off except, like, occasional extra deck things. So, let's go for the end screen and talk a little bit more about the deck, indeed. Alrighty, King Tiger Wanghu Stun. It did what I wanted to do. You know, I'm not going to, like, say something crazy. It literally just does what it does on the tin. Summon Wanghu. Have Wanghu murder people. That's what the deck is meant to do. And we got to do it. You know, some of our opponents put up more of a fight than others. Some of them actually gave it a shot. I mean, we didn't have always optimal hand, but it was super easy to get into Wanghu every time. You know, it's very consistent to get Wanghu on the board despite him not being the most searchable thing in the world between Summoner Monk and the pot and the other pot. You know, if they ever make a generic beast searcher, this deck will get even stronger, but the deck works just fine. You know, it's really good against combo decks that don't have imperms and things like that. So, I got to show off what the deck can do. I'm glad that the deck did it, so good job on everybody at home for making it to the end of this video. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure that you hit the like button immediately. And also make sure to immediately subscribe to the channel. So, let's see, where's the list? My crown. Stop falling off, crown. Okay, next episode is Cubics. We'll have to try and find something different to do with Cubics other than the usual, but hope to see you guys on the Cubic video tomorrow, and your boy Memphis signing out. I need to find a gosh darn comb, otherwise my hair is going to just stay down. Okay, anyway, I've got to find a comb. See you guys next time. Your boy Memphis signing out. Peace.